Hey, it's Maddie and welcome to a new reading vlog. We're actually about to head out the door because we are going to Newport, Oregon, and I thought this would be the perfect time to do like an ultimate book video where we do all the things. We work on our journal. I have that all packed up and ready to go, where we go to some bookstores and also maybe see if there's any free little libraries in the area. I'm really excited. This is actually for my belated birthday trip. My birthday was a few days ago and I just turned 30, so my husband kindly tried to surprise me before my birthday with this really fun trip. But what ended up happening is it was so snowy that the passes got closed down literally when we were on our way there. We almost made it through, which is probably good that we didn't, because shortly after we ended up getting a flat tire, and then on top of that we probably would have been stranded over there. The roads are still definitely covered in snow, but other than that it's all clear and I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I have a couple videos besides this one that I'm planning. We'll see what we have time to do because I'm only going to be there for a couple days. I definitely packed a few supplies just in case I have time, and I'm just really excited to see what we end up getting up to. I'm kind of just going to go with the flow, but this is going to be the main focus, so I'm definitely going to do, like I said, all the bookish things, maybe even try a new coffee shop. I'm just really excited to kind of do essentially an ultimate book video. I think these are so fun and I especially love doing them when I travel, and I'm just so excited to take you along with me and have this to look back on. It means so much to me and I'm so incredibly grateful. So let's go explore, let's go on a new adventure, and I'm so excited. Attempt 4 of going to Newport. We're actually halfway there already and it's been such a gorgeous drive. We saw this beautiful river in the forest, which, as you know, is my favorite, so of course we had to pull off and just enjoy the view and the gorgeous trees. But I'm so excited because we're actually on the road. When I updated you the other day and started this video, we got almost to the outskirts of town and chaos ensued, and so we're like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to try again. So this is our third attempt this year to go in the past couple weeks, and then just our fourth attempt overall, because as I said, we tried to go last year and then that didn't work out and we ended up going to Seattle. But now We are officially on the road. We are actually gonna go there, and I could not be more excited. It is so beautiful. I'm already having such a good trip, and I'm excited to finally make it there and just enjoy the journey. I forgot to mention, we're also listening to Such a Bad Influence on the road. We're already on chapter 4. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's really fun listening to it with my husband, and we've already been chatting a lot about it, and we're only 4 chapters in. I love listening to books with him on the road. We always have such fun conversations, so I'm excited to continue listening to that as well, because we have absolutely no signal. So we were jamming out, but we had to switch to an audiobook, which I'm glad, because then I can hopefully knock off most of the book on the way there. But I will update you more when I get further in and kind of give you the details when I'm not next to a rushing river in the middle of a bridge. So that way, hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. I don't know how loud the river is for you guys, but it's definitely super loud for me. I will show you how stunning it is in a sec, but most gorgeous view. So happy we just like took a second to take everything in. But yeah, I will update you a little later. Guys, we finally made it here. We just arrived to our hotel, and we actually have an oceanside view, which I'm so excited about. I'm gonna be sitting out on this table that's out here on the balcony, drinking my morning coffee and reading my book tomorrow morning, and I literally cannot wait. It's gonna be the best morning. I also forgot to mention that I did make it to about chapter 7 in, I was about to say Such a Fun Age, but it's Such a Fun Influence. No, Such a Bad Influence, and I'm really enjoying it still. We definitely ended up listening to music as we were rolling into town though, and it was so gorgeous. It had definite Twilight vibes as we were like entering into the town. Super stunning. It was like lightly raining. The trees were just so lush. I love this part of Oregon, and it's good to get into a different area. I feel like even when you live in a state, there's always new things to see, and I just really enjoy seeing a new place of my state. So I'm really excited to explore this town. They also gave us some binoculars, which is really fun. I am just so obsessed with oceanside view. Like, I cannot get over it. We're not sure how many nights we're gonna stay. We're thinking about like 1, but maybe 2, just to bask in this as long as possible, because I'm in awe. I'm so grateful. I absolutely love this, and this is the best birthday trip. This is the best birthday. Like, my husband has really made sure that my 30th has just been amazing, and I've loved every second. He's pretty much celebrated the entire month of March, and I'm like now sad for March to be over, because wow, it started with such a roller coaster, and I feel like so much has happened through this month. But I'm just so happy that, like I said, I got to have such a beautiful birthday celebration, that I get to go on this gorgeous trip with my family, and I'm just so incredibly grateful. The other thing is, I'm also probably gonna bring expiration dates, because this just feels like the perfect vibe to read by the water. I have quite a few books that I brought with me, and of course I won't even get to a fraction of them, but I am gonna try to read as much as possible. Like I said, I'm so excited for my morning coffee tomorrow and to sit out there and read a little bit, but I think I'm gonna bring this with me. We're gonna go at dinner. And then I also have these different tab packets. I'm trying to find like the perfect combination. And I'm just really excited to sit and annotate and be by the water and just enjoy the experience, explore the town. So let's head out and see what we have going on. I'm so excited. Like, I just can't stop gushing. minutes to spare before we have to check out of our hotel, or otherwise I would just sit here and binge the last 2 chapters of expiration dates. But I wanted to quickly update you before we leave. This was such an incredible, gorgeous hotel. I'm so grateful we got to stay here, and the oceanfront view, I'm just obsessed. It's so light and beautiful in here, and it was just so peaceful to just spend an evening reading and just watching the ocean, watching the sunset. I drank my morning coffee out there, and it was just such a beautiful morning. I needed this, and this was such an incredible birthday trip, and we have so many fun activities we're going to be doing today. We're going to go to the aquarium, maybe look at some bookstores, and just have a good day. We're definitely going to go down to the beach today finally, and then head home, but I'm so excited. And we had such an incredible evening. It was very chill. I pretty much just binged this almost whole entire book and then read some more of it this morning. But yeah, I think I know where this is going. So essentially Daphne, the main character, gets all these letters telling her how long she's gonna be with each guy that she's with. Like if they're gonna be together 3 months or 3 weeks, she'll get a letter around when she meets this guy or right before. And this story just takes you through some of her most impactful relationships. So you kind of flash forward to the present where she meets this guy that has 0 timeline, and you kind of see her journey with him presently. And then you flash back to previous relationships that have like 3 months, 3 weeks, whatever it may be. And you get to see these different relationships and how those relationships really stuck with her, what lessons she learned from them, and how it's impacting who she is currently. And so you get to learn so many different things. I can't really go into some of the things because it will definitely be spoilers, but I think I know how this is gonna end, and I'm kind of rooting for it to end a certain way. And I think I'm right. I actually marked the spot in the page where I kind of saw where things are going. I kind of like flashed in my head at the very beginning, but I was like, no. But then as the story went on, I'm like, I could see where this could go. And I'm just devouring this. There are so many funny, relatable, beautiful moments. I feel like this story really takes you through it all, which is why I tabbed the crap out of this book, because like I said, I just could not stop reading it. I could not stop devouring it. I could not stop annotating it. I honestly had to hold back a little bit because otherwise every moment would be annotated. This was just so unexpected. I am so glad that I brought this one to the beach. I feel like this was perfect to read outside, watching the ocean. I'm just loving this, honestly, and I'm so excited for our day today to go do all of our adventures. I'm really excited to go to the aquarium here. I've never been to this one. I'm really excited to go to all the different bookshops and just spend a nice day by the ocean. So I'm gonna head out because I'm sure that people are gonna wanna come in and clean the room, so we gotta head out and check out. But I will definitely update you when I finish the last 2 chapters and let you know if I'm right. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will let you know if I'm right. back from my Newport trip. We just got back a few days ago, and wow, that was one of the most beautiful trips I have ever been on. Not just the trip itself, but also just the journey up to Newport. It was one of the best days. It was so gorgeous. I loved finding that beautiful spot in the forest. I think one of my favorite parts of road trips is finding spots that I've never seen before and just being able to see new things. It makes me feel newly inspired, and I came home feeling so renewed. So I really enjoyed that trip, and the oceanfront view was absolutely everything. We thought the hotel was gonna be overpriced or like more than a regular hotel. It wasn't. Like, we were able to stay there for the same price that we would have without having like an oceanfront view, which was phenomenal. So we had just such an amazing time, and I loved being able to sit out there in the morning and wake up to the ocean right outside our window. It was so beautiful. I can't even get over how gorgeous it was. And we honestly just spent a lot of time by the water and hanging out on that back patio, and I loved just spending time eating dinner and opening the slider and just being able to like feel the ocean breeze. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. We'll definitely have to go back. We thought we were gonna stay for 2 days and do a lot more things, but we ended up having an emergency and had to come back home. So our trip did get a little bit short, so we didn't end up going to the aquarium, which we were all so sad about because we were excited. We were ready to go. We had like gotten dressed, we had had our breakfast, we were gonna go, and then we realized we had to go back home. So we're like, okay, next time. So we did have a few things in this video that I thought we were gonna get to that we didn't, but I'm just glad that we even made it to Newport because wow, it has been an effort and a mission to even get there in the first place. We have tried to go there, like I said, a handful of times, and it has just like not worked out. And I feel like that was just meant to be. Like, I feel like the trip that we did was such a perfect first trip there that I can't even complain that everything kind of came together the way that it did. So I'm so happy and just grateful and blessed, and I, like I said, feel completely renewed and re-inspired after going there, and I cannot wait for our next trip and to see what we get up to next. I think the thing that I'm really sad about is we saw these adorable baby lambs. They were everything. They were like bounding through the field, and I could not get a clip of them. Like, I could not, because we were like moving past them really fast and I could just like see them bounding through the field. I tried so hard because I wanted to share it with you because it was such a cute moment, but I just couldn't. I'm so sad. But either way, I did end up finishing, I want to say, Such a Bad Age for some reason, and I don't know why I keep wanting to call it that, but Such a Bad Influence. And I thought this was so fun. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.25, 4.5. I'm not really sure, but I had a really good time talking to my husband about it. I didn't quite finish it on the ride back, but it was also really nice that I didn't, because I feel like I got to take a piece of what I felt on the ride up listening to this book and bring it back home with me, if that makes any sense, because this obviously like brought a certain vibe to our road trip and like the music we were listening to. So when I got home, I listened to that same music and then also played this audiobook and finished it off, and I feel like I was kind of savoring the trip after returning, which was so amazing. But I also do like have a book haul for you because we didn't get to do everything that was planned on the ride home. We quickly stopped into the Barnes & Noble in Eugene, and I really wish that was my home Barnes & Noble because it is absolutely stunning. They have so many options, and my Barnes is not the best. It's not. Like, they miss out on some serious major releases, and I'm like, how am I missing this right now? I don't even understand. So it just makes me really sad. Definitely hoping in the near future we'll be able to move to an area with a glorious Barnes & Noble because that is essential for my happiness. So let's just share the book haul that we have. Honestly, mostly I just grabbed books in series that I'm kind of like working on collecting or in the middle of reading, and I did pick up one new release that I'm very excited about, and then I also picked up a book that I've already read before, but it was just a gorgeous special edition. I've been waiting for it to come out, so I had to. Let's actually just start with that one. So we have the fine print. This edition is so gorgeous. I've seen it like teased for a few months, and I could not wait for it to come out. And yes, I have my husband take off the sticker. I don't know if it's just me, but when I have nails on, I cannot get these stickers off. So he's gonna have to do the honors for me with that, but I'm putting it up on these floating shelves, which I'm super excited about. And then we also have Summer in the City by Alex Astor. This is the one I think I'm the most excited about because I loved Light Lark. I still need to read the last book, but I love the first two books. They are so freaking good and addictive, so I cannot wait to read more from this author. So here is the inside. Freaking gorgeous. And then we also have this. I'm just so obsessed and excited to dive into this. I will definitely have to read this ASAP. And then we also have fan service, and I actually just picked this up on a whim. I have read one other Rosie Danon book. It was Do Your Worst. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to check out more from this author. I really feel like some of her books are going to be even better for me, so I'm very excited. I hope that I love this one, and it's set in a small town, and I feel like she just has so much fun when she writes. Like, I can feel that through her stories, so I feel like it's just going to be a really good time. And we also have Business Casual by B.K. Borison. I'm so excited to continue on with this series. I still need to read In the Weeds and Mixed Signals before I read this one. My brain will not let me read interconnected standalones separately. Like, I could, but my brain just will not. So it's like, no girl, you need to read this in order. So this will hopefully motivate me because I'm really excited to get to this one. And then lastly, I ended up picking up Beautiful Exile. No, not lastly, there's one more, sorry. I ended up picking up God of War and Beautiful Exile. Totally different vibes, I feel like, but I'm very excited to dive deeper into the series. I did start to read Fragile Sanctuary, was enjoying what I read, need to continue. I may even just like restart it because it's been a couple months since I picked it up, but either way, I'm excited, and these covers are so gorgeous. And then we also have God of War. I feel like this is gonna be so good. I've heard that even people who don't really like dark romance have been vibing with this and really enjoying it because it's like chaotic, spicy, fun, and there's a lot of things going on here. So I'm excited to find out what everybody is so in love with the series. I have the whole set, so hopefully this goes well for me. It looks so cohesive though together. Like, I'm really enjoying how clean and sleek it looks on the shelves. Like, I'm obsessed with that, and I love the different colored sprayed edges. I feel like it adds like a little extra touch. I don't know, I love it. So hopefully I love the book as well. I feel like this is going to be so fun and something to pick up when I just like, I need something wild. Luckily, no books were harmed. So here's my little book haul. I cannot wait to go back to that Barnes and honestly just like pick some things at random. I think that would be really fun. But either way, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I feel like I've already started editing it and it's so peaceful and soothing to me. So I hope that you feel the same when you're watching it. I love just anything by the water. I love the forest. I love just seeing all the lush nature. So I hope that you enjoyed that as well. I definitely try to bring as much nature to my channel as possible. It's something that brings me so much peace, and even just like watching, like being in nature, of course, number one, super important, but I feel like even just like watching it brings me a sense of peace, and I just love it. So hopefully you love it too, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.